What's up, you guys? It's your girl Bree Dupree. Today we're going to do a quick weave. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw this hair in action. I did not wear it for long because I always forget that I'm not the hugest fan of quick weaves. So what we start off with our hair braided straight to the back. Now, I'm not good at braiding. I never said I was good at braiding, and this is about as good as it's going to get, so do not judge me. The side, the part that I wanted to be the more defined part on the side, I used Gorilla Knot to kind of gel it down to make the part more defined, since again I'm no braiding artist and I just use an edge control brush for that. I'm just doing the bald cap method, so I'm using my Got to Be glue spray or Got to Be free spray, whatever it is, and blow drying that down so it dries. And then I'm just going to be cutting off the front part of my stocking cap. I cut off the back after I have all of my tracks sort of glued in because I don't want it to ride up in the back, and I don't use the spray on my back because it never stays and it's a waste of my time. Just be careful when you're doing this part. I try to get all my edges in there, but as you can see, some of them were not all in there, and that's fine. I didn't lose any hair. Today I'm going to be using this Batik. I think that they market it as an ash gray, but for me it comes across as more of a minty color, and you guys know mint is my favorite color. I have used this hair in the past. It was on samsbeauty.com. I got it for buy one get one free, and so I think I paid maybe $16 for these 4 packs of 100% synthetic hair. If you are interested in it and it is in stock on Sam's Beauty, I will have it linked down below. They usually have some really cool colors. So you're not going to really see much of me gluing in the back because, I can't position the camera that way. So I'm just cutting the tracks to my liking and gluing them down. And this is how far we got. I am going to take the space on the side and the space in the back and try to close it up as much as possible before we have to start maneuvering and positioning these tracks in a different way. So I'm just going to fill up that space in the back as much as I can without it being too close to where I want my part at, because we do have to lay our tracks across versus, well, I guess they're across right now, but you'll see the layout later. And I was running really low on glue in this. Please make sure you have glue. I did order some glue on Amazon. By the time it came, I already took my quick weave out. I probably will do a quick weave again. I do like it. I like the fact that you can just wake up and your hair is done. What I don't like is when you brush your hair and tracks come falling down and it pulling on your hair and things like that. But it's fairly easy for me to remove and fairly easy for me to do. And it just gives you a nice, sleek, temporary look that I'm a fan of. So we're just going to be laying these tracks, per normal. I'm just trying to fill up that space sort of like in my crown as much as possible. All right, so now I'm just going to blow dry the tracks that are a little bit closer to my head. I don't blow dry after every track. I feel like that's very time consuming. I will go over sort of near the end and blow dry everything once it's all done, but I just feel like after every single track, it's kind of annoying. So now I'm not going around because, as you can see, one of my tracks is super close to my part. So I'm just going to be focusing on layering tracks on, I guess it's the left, but really it's the right side of my face, and getting as close to that part as I feel comfortable, and sort of also closing up the back a little bit more. Trying to round out tracks this close to your head is very hard. This is why you see me with a short track here and going towards the back, and then longer tracks on the side. I just feel like it's a little bit more hard for me to curve the track without having to glue everything. So now we're at the point where I'm going to make a little tiny closure. I still do this with invisible parts. I don't know if everybody does, but this is what I do. So I'm just cutting along that part. You are going to have, some of your hair out in order to do this method. I'm just cutting off the excess stocking cap so I can get my part as defined as possible. And here you'll see me cut around the back now that my tracks in the back are dry. So now I made my little baby closure. All I did was put some glue on the track and roll it around. You guys seen this a billion times. Take your flat iron, squish it. I think I had this on 385. This is the Infinity Pro by L'Oreal. I put glue on my hair and I also put it on this little closure because you really want this to stick down. It's a little bit bulky. Chuki got the sauce, bitch. I have split the tracks. This is me showing you I split the tracks. You want the tracks that are going to be in your invisible part to be as thin as possible. Please do not just use a thick track and cut it and then wonder why your invisible part is super clockable, because it does happen. So for this side, I sort of turn the camera off. I'll come back when the other side is ready, because this was my first time doing invisible part by myself. I have had it done before to me, but this was my first time doing it, and I sort of had to get my rhythm down. It is kind of a little bit hard to do this with nails. You will see me later on in the video sort of using tweezers. If you have longer nails like I did in this video, I do suggest using some tweezers. And yeah, my pinky nail broke off, so here we are. Here you see me using tweezers. What I did was I took some glue and I put it on the top of my Gorilla Snot jar. You can put it on top of anything, because you want the glue to be a little bit more tacky than usual, sort of like applying eyelashes, so that way it stays in place. So I'm just using those tweezers to sort of help me place everything, so because it's hard for me to see at this angle with my nails. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I get all the way to the back of my head. By the way, this hair is very, very cheap and it does not last long, so just keep that in mind. I have made a wig out of this hair before, and I think I prefer it as a wig because you're not wearing it every single day. But I did some really cute pastel makeup looks with this hair. So we're just going to keep moving this to the back. Like I said, this hair is like cheaper, so it's not going to last super long, but it does look good for about 2 weeks. You can cut it shorter or whatever. I did eventually end up putting layers in the front. I felt like it was all one length, and I just didn't like that. So all closed up. I'm just going over with my blow dryer and sealing everything. I do it on warm and then I'll cool shot it. You can do whatever you want to do, just don't do it on hot. I'm just using a little bit of concealer on that part to just make it more defined. I felt like maybe I did it a little bit too close together, but the closer you put the part together, the longer you can wear the hair for, because your part will grow out and eventually you will see the tracks. And as you can see, it looks super, super good. I was super proud of myself. The end result was really beautiful. And I'm super proud of myself, you guys. Look at how good this hair looks on me. Follow me on my Instagram at BreeDuPree and you'll see all the makeup looks I did with it. This hair is only supposed to be 18 inches, but it falls like 22 on me. And I loved it. Look how cute I look. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Bye.